kill all sons of bitches. That's my official instructions.
Hold up there, Ellis. That's a shotgun. That doesn't look like a deagle to me, Chief. You've been disqualified. Just because of that, I'm playing Left 4 Dead 1 instead. So a quick rundown of the rules for this run. I can only use the Magnum, which means I can't use the pistols I spawn with or any melee weapons I happen to find. I also can't pick up any primary weapons or use them either. My team obviously can use whatever weapons they want, I can't stop them, and ironically Zoe's the only one programmed to pick up a Magnum anyway. I'm allowed to use pills and other health items as well as explosives like any gasoline canisters lying on the ground or pipe bombs, stuff like that. I'm allowed to change the difficulty from expert down to advanced, but only on missions that have horde spawning modes, such as waiting for the helicopter at the end of No Mercy, for example. And I have to try them at least a couple of times before I'm allowed to do so. So yeah, with the rules out of the way, let's get started. As I said at the start of the game, I'm basically useless as I don't have a gun. I can also kill them by slapping apparently, so that's cool. However, I do mostly have to rely on my team, and they're not the smartest people around. Oh cool, I guess they're all dead. Oh. Do you guys hear something? Francis, why are you on the bin? I hear a Yoshi out here. Oh, shite. For some reason on my first run, I decided to go around looking for a weapon instead of just running to the safe room and ended up getting everyone killed. So, whoops. Also, a smoker took Lewis off to France. Guys, help, I'm being bullied. Well, Lewis died. Francis got annihilated by an entire horde. For some reason, Lewis just shot straight at a witch for like no reason. In retaliation, we bullied the witch until the witch fell over. This is the only mission in the entire No Mercy campaign where anyone but me reaches the safe room. So you got that to look forward to. We kind of got sandwiched on the staircase, or rather, they got sandwiched on the staircase. I just kind of ran away. I ran up to Yoshi and gave him a punch, and then punched him again. And then I finally found my deagle. The Magnum can one-shot any common infected, but it becomes a little bit of an issue when special infected are around. It takes way more bullets to kill them. As I said before, Zoe's the only one who can pick up the Magnum out of my teammates, so we're the deagle duo now. The game spawned a witch literally completely in my way. Luckily, Macca's123 over here spawned and Zoe just kind of pissed off the witch. I may have accidentally shot Lewis in the spine. Oh no, Lewis, you got eaten by zombies. I can finally defend myself against Yoshis now. I decided to heal someone other than myself, which I discovered was always a mistake. That's bullshit. Yeah, see here how I'm clearly aiming at Lewis? Well, surprise fuckers, I was aiming at Zoe. This zone actually went surprisingly well, although I think Zoe got eaten by a smoker or something. I wasn't really paying attention. Which? Another one? Goddamn window Yoshis. A horde spawned and just kind of ate Lewis. Zoe for some reason pissed off another witch that I didn't even know was there. So with that it was down to just me and Francis. With the safe room in sight, I decided to make a very risky move, which unfortunately ended up in me running straight through a horde. But luckily the only special infected it spawned was a spitter and they don't really do anything. However, I did manage to make it with only 2 health. Also, I think Francis died. I didn't want to expose myself to potential Yoshis, so I did the next best thing for Francis. I murdered him. Francis! Oh hey Francis, shame how you died in that mysterious horde that got summoned somehow. Set fire to the locals. Shot up the local mechas. A smoker decided to steal Zoe, so in retaliation I shot Francis.
That's a lot of damage.
Zoe, if you please. Yeah, the boys. Lewis, what are you doing? What? This charger literally just went bowling. Well, this kind of went to shit.
Oh no.
Okay, well at least we survived, right? So we're going to be fine as long... You've got to be shitting me. The tank took us out one by one like a fucking horror movie. First he bashed a forklift into Lewis. Then he threw a rock at Zoe. He then proceeded to murder Francis right in front of me. Francis! And lastly, he punched me into oblivion. Zoe decided it was deagle time. I may have accidentally shot Lewis. Got eaten by a window Yoshi. The tank was significantly smaller this time around. No, Bill, that's not a grenade, that's a boomer. Hey guys, good news. I found the tank. Good news guys, the safe room is right out here. As long as I don't accidentally set my entire team on fire with it. Oh, Yeah, so I set my entire team on fire with a Molotov for some reason. Luckily, Francis somehow survived. I decided to eat my not heroin, leave Francis to his fate, and run for the door. On the way, I met the worst charger ever. I then literally made it in and dolphin dived over the table into the room and shut the door. Somehow Zoe had survived the whole thing, just kind of sitting in the sewer bleeding out, so I decided to look at numbers while she died.
You did good.
Yeah, I did good. Apart from murdering my entire team, that wasn't good. I don't think that was as good, actually. I tried to do some sneaky shooting and then closed the door, but Zoe got her face stuck in it. A boomer vomited on Lewis and he died on top of a table. A Yoshi ate Lewis from like 3 stories up. What the hell is this? A jockey managed to miss my head. I found the Smokey. For some reason my brain just kinda derped and I wandered straight up to the witch. So when the witch tried to kill me I thought I was absolutely dead. But for some reason Zoe got stuck in the door and the witch killed her instead. So thanks, I think. I'm sorry, Zoe. So this boomer over here mysteriously died. It couldn't have been us because the second we kill something, it shows up in the top left just here. So here's what I think happened. I think this charger punched the boomer to death for being fat. No charger. No bullying. A spitter ate my team or something and then Zoe got eaten by another Smokey. Goodbye, Zoe. Send me a postcard. A charger literally came through and bitch punched all of us to death. Also, for some reason, a hunter was just staring at me. I just kind of ignored the sound of impending doom as I ran away. I almost got my entire team into the elevator, but unfortunately the charger broke my spine. Francis saved me from a hunter, and then the hunter immediately tried to eat me again. Except this time a jockey stole Francis, and Zoe just kind of stared at me as I died. I got eaten by a roof Yoshi this time. How the hell did it even get up there? Francis ate another witch, and I don't even know where the hell this one was. Although it either fell off the building or died because it didn't kill anybody. Instead of hiding by the elevator, I just kind of hid in a room with all my friendos that I had. Until I inevitably set the friendos on fire. Yeah, they both died of the fire. I think I am the worst teammate now. Zoe, however, just tripped over. That wasn't my fault. I took the meth stick and decided to revive all my friends at the speed of orbit. Hey guys, the elevator finally arrived. This ride takes 5 entire minutes. I wish I was joking. As soon as the horde spawned, I just legged it because of how injured my friends were. I thought there was no way they could survive. Although I got scared and ran back, and turns out that they were all still alive. Luckily the smoker just wasn't really bothered with me right now. And as I made it into the safe room, something occurred to me. Now stick with me here. If your teammates die, they respawn on the next mission with half of their health full. And at the moment these guys have no health, which means they would waste their medkit. So there was only one course of action. I murdered my entire team. And hey, we're on to the final mission. But Beansy, I hear you say, there's still 10 minutes of video left. Yes. Yes, there is. Not even Chicago Ted could save me from the next 2 hours of absolute agony. So let's get started, shall we? Gave a hunter a slap, so I got eaten by a hunter, and both my teammates looked me dead in the face, ran off the building, and watched me die. But hey, at least they saved Francis. Then the boomer came down, then the charger came down. Hey, at least the view's pretty. Lewis just kind of got eaten by another jockey. Luckily, some of these rounds give you like 20 freaking grenades. Zoe's having a bad day. She got eaten by a smoker. I shot the smoker, and then a charger immediately hit her again. Zoe went to go save Francis, but got hit by a rock. Then Lewis got eaten by a smoker. I was doing a pretty good job of duking the tank until Lewis got involved and died. I kind of 1v1'd a hunter and lost. This smoker was annoying me, but I didn't end up killing him because I didn't think he could actually hurt me from down there. In probably the greatest sequence of events ever, Lewis gets eaten by a jockey, Zoe gets eaten by a hunter, and I shoot Francis in the cock and balls. Then to add insult to injury, that fucking smoker manages to eat me. I swear there's something up here. Guys, anybody help me. Okay. Lewis got eaten by a smoker, and I've got no idea what he's doing. So I placed this gasoline canister here in case I needed it. So when a horde attacked me, I ended up shooting the shit out of them and unfortunately hit my own fire trap and burnt myself to shit.
Help! Help!
For some reason Francis was just kind of staring at shit instead of helping us. And this is my next plan. I'm going to sit here instead. 2 seconds in and my plan went to utter dog shit. That's the last time I take any advice from Reddit. How does a boomer kill anything? So he made a charge go wee. I couldn't find the tank, and then I found the tank. I got down by the tank, and my teammates just kind of kept eating rocks. Not really too sure what my teammates are doing. This smoker becomes the bane of my existence for the next 2 hours. He munches me off the ledge, and then I immediately escape, only to be murdered by a hunter again. Lewis, help. Lewis, help. Lewis, guys, I did that thing where I set my team on fire again. So, whoops. I absolutely burnt Francis to death, and then I absolutely burnt Lewis to death, and then I absolutely burnt Zoe to death. Although she got eaten by a smoker, so it wasn't my fault. And then a jockey came and broke my neck.
Well, it can only get better, right?
Lewis, shut the fuck up. I beat a horde off a roof. Why did none of the AIs know how to climb a ladder? Zoe made it up just fine, but Francis and Lewis just kinda stayed in there and got eaten by zombies. Realizing this run was already over, I just kinda threw myself off the building. A charger came in, punched Lewis, and just kinda stole Zoe. Lewis, please. Lewis, do something. Why is the tank crab walking at me? Hey, look at that. We actually managed to kill it this time. It was going kind of well until this charger showed up and this. Lewis. All we had to do was kill this tank and the mission would literally be over, but unfortunately for some reason he just would not die. I revived Francis and Francis immediately went up, punched the tank and got shat on. I tried reviving Lewis, but that smoker fucking found me again. After doing this for literally an hour and a half, I decided this was now officially bullshit level, and this is the part where I created the rule to lower the difficulty down on bullshit levels like this. This charger sent Zoe flying into oblivion, and then it sent me flying into oblivion. Oh hey cool, I'm up here now. That fucking smoker is literally bullying me. Speaking of bullying, Francis started bullying Fat Man Jones. That's nice, Francis. Nice to see you making friends. A tank died in a set of ladders. The smoker ate me again. I tried to outjump the tank, but unfortunately landed on the tank, and then Zoe landed on the tank as well. I guess this is the round we both become hats. Minigun da boomer. I set literally everything on fire because something had to be the enemy. Yeah, that looks like the enemy to me. Just set it on fire. Francis just turned into a medkit in front of me. I revived Lewis, but then immediately got eaten by this guy. I then met arguably the worst charger ever, who didn't manage to hit me or Lewis at all. I hardcore parried a hunter with another zombie. Unfortunately, he did catch up to me. Oh, hey Yoshi. Oh, yeah, okay. If I was gonna sum up my Left 4 Dead experience so far with one clip, I'd probably use this one, because none of my team ever do anything and I keep dying. I've seen the Minecraft pigmen move with more fluidity and grace than this. Lewis just kind of watched Zoe die. Nice of him. I tried to commit the die, but instead just kind of broke my own legs. Then my entire team watched me bleed out for the next 3 minutes straight without doing anything to help. This time I just kind of kept throwing grenades until eventually something died. I think a tank killed Zoe or something. I wasn't really paying attention. Both Lewis and Francis stood there staring at the tank, so I just set them all on fire. The smoker just kind of ate me while Francis stood there staring at me.
Let me heal you up.
Managed to set not my team on fire for once. Pranked the living hell out of this tank. I also managed to accidentally run over and steal a grenade launcher, but Smokey almost broke my neck, but somehow Lewis managed to save me for once. I made a run for the helicopter, just kind of not worrying about my friends. As soon as I got on board, I literally hid from the Smokies. Somehow Zoe managed to limp all the way to the helicopter, and once she'd killed the smoker, I decided to give her some covering fire, and she surprisingly actually made it out alive. I can also verify that she had a Magnum on her. So the two people with Magnum survived, so make of that what you will. And with that, somehow I'd managed to murder everything with just a deagle, and also like fire and stuff, but you know, that's not important. Wow, thank God that's over. How many campaigns are there left? Oh, for fuck's sake.